It's meant to be.
그렇게 될 운명인 거지.
It's meant to be.
It's meant to be.
It's meant to be.
It's meant to be.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
Knock on wood.
좋은 일이 있길 바래. 행운을 빌어.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood, knock on wood, knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
Wood.
Knock wood.
Could you be more specific?
좀 더 구체적으로 말해줘.
Could you be more specific? Could you be more specific?
Could you be more specific?
Oh, could you be more specific?
Could you be more specific?
Could you be more specific?
I jumped the gun.
내가 너무 성급했어.
I jumped the gun. I jumped the gun.
I jumped the gun.
Sorry, I jumped the gun.
Sorry, I jumped the gun.
I'm sorry I jumped the gun last night.
Let the chips fall where they may.
결과가 어찌 되든 상관없어.
Let the chips fall where they may.
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 I was ready to let the chips fall where they may.
Right under your nose.
등잔 밑이 어둡다. 바로 코앞에서.
Right under your nose. Right under your nose.
Right under your nose.
Right under your nose.
Right under your nose all the time.
She was right under your nose.
Cold feet.
부담을 느끼다. 초조해지다.
Cold feet.
Cold feet.
Cold feet.
You're getting cold feet.
Are we getting cold feet?
Are you getting cold feet?
My feet get cold. Getting cold feet is very common.
It's still up in the air.
아직 미확정이야.
It's still up in the air.
It's still up in the air.
That's up in the air.
So it's all a little up in the air.
So it's all a little up in the air.
So it's all a little up in the air.
Don't beat around the bush.
빙빙 돌려 말하지 마.
Don't beat around the bush.
Don't beat around the bush.
I'm not going to beat around the bush.
Let's not beat around the bush.
I won't beat around the bush. I don't want to beat around the bush.
I feel nauseous.
멀미나. 메스꺼워. 어지러워.
No, I feel nauseous.
I feel nauseous.
You always feel nauseous.
Oh, I'm feeling nauseous.
I'm getting nauseous.
I feel kind of nauseous.
Social butterfly. Outcast.
인싸. 왕따.
Social butterfly. Social butterfly.
I'm a social butterfly.
Be a social butterfly.
He's outcast. He's outcast, alone.
He became an outcast.
Stop stealing my thunder.
내 성과를 가로채지 마.
Stop stealing my thunder.
I didn't want to steal your thunder.
I would never steal his thunder.
You're stealing my thunder.
I want to steal your thunder.
You threw me under the bus.
넌 날 배신했어.
You threw me under the bus.
You threw me under the bus. You threw me under the bus in front of your whole family.
She threw you under the bus.
You're going to throw me under the bus?
When pigs fly.
해가 서쪽에서 뜨겠네.
When pigs fly.
When pigs fly.
When pigs fly.
Oh, when pigs fly. When pigs fly.
Hit the ground running.
빠르게 일을 시작하다.
Hit the ground running.
Hit the ground running.
Hit the ground running.
I'm gonna hit the ground running.
I want to hit the ground running.
I have to hit the ground running.
You stood me up.
넌 날 바람 맞췄어.
You stood me up.
You stood me up.
You stood me up.
He stood me up.
He stood me up.
He stood me up.
She stood me up.
I was in a bad place.
힘든 시간이었어.
I was in a bad place.
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 Yeah, I was in a bad place.
I was in a bad place.
You lost me.
무슨 말인지 모르겠어.
You lost me. You lost me. You lost me.
You lost me.
Sorry, you lost me.
You lost me.
You lost me.
You lost me.
She is a peach.
그녀는 너무 좋은 사람이야.
She's a peach.
She's a peach.
Yeah, she's a peach.
She's a peach.
She was a real peach.
Don't make this harder than it already is.
이미 힘든데 더 힘들게 하지 마.
Don't make this harder than it already is.
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 Music to my ears.
듣던 중 반가운 소리네.
Music to my ears.
Music to my ears. Music to my ears.
Music to my ears.
Music to my ears.
It's music to my ears.
It's a long shot.
확률이 낮아 가능성이 희박해.
It's a long shot.
It's a long shot.
It's a long shot.
That's a long shot.
It's a long shot.
It's a long shot.
It's a long shot.
Slim to none.
확률이 낮아 가능성이 희박해.
Slim to none.
Slim to none.
Slim to none.
Slim to none.
My chances are slim to none. There's a chance.
Yeah, slim to none.
Who gives a crap?
누가 신경이 났어?
Who gives a crap?
Who gives a crap?
Who gives a crap, huh?
Who gives a crap?
Who gives a crap?
I mean, who gives a crap?
Not that I know of.
내가 알기론 아니야.
Not that I know of. Not that I know of. Not that I know of.
Not that I know of.
Not that I know of. Not that I know of. Not that I know of.
Don't make a fuss.
호들갑 떨지 마.
Don't make a fuss. Don't make a fuss.
And don't make a fuss.
Don't make a fuss.
Don't make a fuss.
Don't make a fuss.
And don't make a fuss, okay?
Act your age.
나이값 좀 해.
Act your age.
Act your age. Act your age.
Act your ages and keep it down.
Why don't you act your age?
Don't sulk.
그만 좀 삐져.
Don't sulk.
Don't sulk.
Don't sulk.
Don't sulk. You don't have to sulk.
Are you sulking?
Please don't sulk about this.
I'm not sulking.
What's the rush?
뭐가 그리 급해?
What's the rush?
What's the rush?
What's the rush?
What's the rush?
What's a rush?
What's the rush?
What's the rush?
Ignorance is bliss.
모르는 게 약이야.
Ignorance is bliss.
Ignorance is bliss.
Ignorance is bliss.
Ignorance is bliss.
Apparently ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. Trust me.
Are we there yet?
아직 멀었어?
Are we there yet?
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 I got the picture.
이해했어. 뭔 말인지 알겠네.
Yeah, I got the picture.
I got the picture.
Yes, sir, I got the picture.
Yeah, I got the picture.
I got the picture.
Well, I think I get the picture.
A little bird told me.
누군가 그러던데.
A little bird told me.
A little bird told me.
A little bird told me.
Let's just say a little bird told me.
A little birdie told me.
A little birdie told me.
It can wait.
나중에 해도 돼. 급하지 않아.
It can wait. It can wait.
It can wait.
It can wait.
It can wait.
Can it wait?
Can it wait?
Can it wait?
What's your damage?
도대체 왜 그래? 무슨 일 있어?
What's your damage?
What's your damage?
What's your damage?
What's your damage, lady?
What's your damage?
What's your damage?
What's your damage?
It serves you right.
꼴 좋다. 생통이다.
Well, it serves you right.
It serves you right.
It serves you right.
It serves you right.
It serves you right anyway.
It serves you right.
Serves you right.
Serves you right.
At your earliest convenience.
가급적 빨리.
At your earliest convenience.
At your earliest convenience.
Call me at your earliest convenience.
Please call me back at your earliest convenience.
Please come to my office at your earliest convenience.
I look forward to meeting with you at your earliest convenience.
Let's get this show on the road.
이제 시작하자. 본격적으로 해보자.
Let's get this show on the road.
Let's get this show on the road.
Let's get this show on the road. Let's get this show on the road.
Come on, let's get this show on the road.
Let's go. Let's get this show on the road.
Right up my alley.
내 전문이야. 내 나와바리야.
Right up my alley. Right up my alley, yeah. Right up my alley.
Right up my alley.
This is right up my alley.
Yeah, that's right up my alley.
Sounds right up my alley.
Coming through.
지나갈게요. 좀 비켜주세요.
Coming through.
Sorry, I'm coming through. Sorry.
Step aside, please. Coming through.
Excuse me, can I get by, please?
Yeah, can I get by here? Thanks.
Case in point.
적절한 예시. 대표적인 사례.
Case in point.
Case in point.
Case in point. Case in point.
Case in point.
Case in point.
Case in point. Tulip mania.
In a nutshell, he is disgusting. Case in point.
It's the thought that counts.
마음이 중요한 거지.
It's the thought that counts.
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 The thought that counts. That's okay. The thought that counts.
Go big or go home.
뭐 아니면 도야.
Go big or go home.
Go big or go home.
Go big or go home.
Go big or go home, right?
Go big or go home, right? Go big or go home.
Go big or go home.
Back in my day.
나 때는 말이야.
Back in my day. Boy, I didn't have nannies like you back in my day.
I used to be an actor back in my day.
Well, back in my day, we didn't have playgrounds.
Back in my day, we really ran these streets.
In an orderly fashion.
순서대로 질서 정연하게.
In an orderly fashion.
In an orderly fashion.
In an orderly fashion.
Please exit in an orderly fashion.
Please exit the building in an orderly fashion.
Please exit the hospital in an orderly fashion.
I got carried away.
너무 오바했어. 너무 흥분했어.
I got carried away.
I got carried away.
I got carried away.
I'm sorry, I got carried away.
I'm sorry, I got carried away.
I got carried away. I didn't mean to.
I'm sorry, I just couldn't help it. I got carried away.
What a bummer.
정말 안타깝다. 너무 아쉽다.
What a bummer.
What a bummer.
What a bummer.
Yeah.
Oh no, what a bummer.
What a bummer.
Wow, what a bummer.
Catch 22.
진퇴양난, 딜레마.
Catch 22. Catch 22.
It's a catch-22.
It's a catch-22.
That's a catch-22!
That's a real catch-22.
It's kind of a catch-22.
Have a blast.
즐거운 시간 보내.
Have a blast.
Have a blast.
Have a blast.
We're gonna have a blast.
We're gonna have a blast tomorrow.
Everyone's having a blast.
Yeah, I'm having a blast.
Backfire.
역효과, 역효과를 낳다.
It could backfire.
That complaint could backfire.
This whole thing could backfire on us.
I thought it was another backfire.
Your entire plan will backfire.
This is a circus. It's gonna backfire.
For the time being.
당분간, 일시적으로.
For the time being.
For the time being.
For the time being, I'm still alive.
All schools and businesses will be closed for the time being.
We're staying here for the time being.
That's all we can do for the time being.
For the time being, only women and children.
At this rate.
이런 속도로는 이대로 가면.
At this rate, not for long.
At this rate, 6 months. At this rate, it'll take us 3 days.
At this rate, we'll never get married.
We'll never get there at this rate.
At this rate, we're gonna be here all night.
At this rate, it'll take years.
I have my work cut out for me.
앞으로 할 일이 많겠네.
I have my work cut out for me.
I see I have my work cut out for me. I got my work cut out for me.
I got my work cut out for me.
So I've got my work cut out for me.
I've got my work cut out for me.
Thanks for the loan.
빌려줘서 고마워.
Oh, thanks for the loan.
Thanks for the loan.
Thanks for the loan.
Thanks for lending me the book.
Thanks for lending me this boot.
Thanks again for lending me your car.
I have an early morning.
아침에 일찍 일어나야 해.
I have an early morning.
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 I have an early morning tomorrow.
I should go. I have an early morning.
I'll drive you home.
집까지 내가 태워줄게.
I'll drive you home.
I'll drive you home.
I'll drive you home.
Come on, I'll drive you home. I'll drive you home.
You're not taking a bus. I'll drive you home.
I got distracted.
잠시 딴 생각했어.
I got distracted. I got distracted.
I got, distracted.
What happened?
I got distracted.
I got distracted. What was I saying?
I got distracted and I crashed the car.
Go all out.
전력을 다하다, 총력을 다하다.
Go all out. Go all out.
I am going all out.
They are going all out.
I want you to go all out. You gotta go all out.
Tonight's menu, we're going all out.
Progressively worse.
점점 악화되다, 계속 악화되다.
He's getting progressively worse.
They're getting progressively worse. You may get progressively worse.
It's been getting progressively worse.
You have an incurable disease that gets progressively worse.
Credit where credit is due.
인정할 건 인정해야지.
Credit where credit is due.
Credit where credit is due.
Credit where credit is due.
Credit where credit is due, okay?
I'll make sure to give credit where credit is due. I gotta give credit where credit is due.
Know it all.
잘난 척쟁이.
Know it all.
Know it all.
Know it all.
Know it all.
I am not a know-it-all.
I'm not a know-it-all. She's such a know-it-all.
He's an annoying know-it-all.
Short-handed.
일손이 부족해, 사람이 부족해.
Short-handed. Short-handed.
Short-handed today.
They were short-handed?
I know we're short-handed.
We're short-handed. She's stressed.
Blow off steam.
스트레스를 풀다.
Blow off steam.
Blow off steam.
Blow off steam. I don't need to blow off steam. He just needs to blow off steam.
We came here to blow off steam.
Hey, I know another great way to blow off steam.
Fed up with.
뭐뭐에 질렸어. 지긋지긋해.
I'm fed up with you.
I am fed up with you.
He's fed up with you.
I'm just fed up with kids, that's all.
I am fed up with waiting. I'm fed up of you talking to me like this.
What's the harm?
뭐가 나빠? 손해볼 게 있어?
What's the harm?
What's the harm?
What's the harm?
So what's the harm?
What's the harm?
Come on! What's the harm?
What's the harm in that?
You had me at hello.
첫눈에 반했어요.
You had me at hello.
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 Keep you on your toes.
항상 조심해. 정신 바짝 차려.
Keep you on your toes.
Keep you on your toes.
Keep you on your toes.
Stay on your toes.
Stay on your toes, everyone.
Just stay on your toes. That's all.
It's not rocket science.
그렇게 어려운 일은 아니야.
It's not rocket science.
It's not rocket science.
It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science.
It's not rocket science.
It's not rocket science.
Don't worry, it's not rocket science.
Not as easy as it used to be.
예전만큼 쉽지 않을 거야.
Not as easy as it used to be. Not as easy as it used to be.
It's not as good as it used to be.
I'm not as fast as I used to be.
I'm not as sweet as I used to be.
TV is not as good as it used to be.
We're not as close as we used to be.
Curiouser and curiouser.
갈수록 신기하네. 갈수록 궁금하네.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Curiouser and curiouser. Curiouser and curiouser.
Curious and curiouser.
Curiouser and curiouser.
You want to weigh in here?
네 의견은 뭐야? 한마디 할래?
You want to weigh in here?
You want to weigh in here?
You want to weigh in here?
Can I weigh in here?
I'd like to weigh in here.
Anybody else want to weigh in here?
Anybody else want to weigh in?
Weighing on my mind.
마음에 걸리는 게 있어.
Weighing on my mind. Weighing on my mind. Weighing on my mind. What's weighing on you?
There's something weighing on me.
It's due tomorrow.
마감이 내일까지야.
It's due tomorrow. It's due tomorrow.
It's due tomorrow.
It's due on Thursday.
It's due on Friday.
It's due at noon.
It's due pretty soon. It's due this week.
A picture is worth 1,000 words.
백문이 불여일견.
Picture is worth 1,000 words.
A picture is worth 1,000 words.
One picture is worth 1,000 words.
A picture's worth 1,000 words. A picture's worth 1,000 words.
I'll let it slide.
이번만 봐줄게. 그냥 넘어가 줄게.
I'll let it slide.
I'll let it slide.
I'll let it slide.
Yeah, I'll let it slide.
I'll let it slide for now.
I'll let it slide this one time.
Here goes nothing.
믿자야 본전이지.
Here goes nothing.
Here goes nothing.
Here goes nothing.
Unknown number of them.
Okay, here goes nothing. Here goes nothing.
Here goes nothing.
Well, here goes nothing.
Here goes nothing.
You're shameless.
얼굴 참 두껍다. 뻔뻔하네.
You're shameless. You are shameless.
You're shameless.
You're shameless.
You are shameless.
You are shameless.
You're shameless, you know that?
I've lost my touch.
나 감을 잃었어.
I've lost my touch.
I think I've lost my touch.
I guess I've lost my touch.
You haven't lost your touch.
You haven't lost your touch.
You haven't lost your touch.
One thing after another.
산 넘어 산이네.
One thing after another.
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 Jump in the deep end.
맨땅에 헤딩.
Jump in the deep end. Jump in the deep end.
Jump into the deep end.
Jump into the deep end?
You're preparing to jump in the deep end.
Zoned out.
멍 때렸어. 정신이 나갔어.
Zoned out.
Zoned out.
Zoned out.
Sorry, I zoned out.
No, I just zoned out for a second.
I'm sorry, I just zoned out for a second.
You just zoned out.
Spaced out.
멍 때렸어. 정신이 나갔어.
Spaced out.
Spaced out.
Kind of spaced out for a second.
I completely spaced out about it.
Totally spaced out.
I'm sorry, I spaced out there for a second.
Burn bridges.
관계를 끊다. 관계를 정리하다.
Burn bridges. Burn bridges.
Never burn bridges.
I don't burn bridges. You burned a bridge with me.
It's too late. We burned that bridge.
Keep me posted.
계속 공유해줘. 업데이트해줘.
Keep you posted.
Okay, keep me posted. Okay, keep me posted.
Okay, keep me posted.
Well, keep me posted.
Well, keep me posted.
Good luck and keep me posted.
I lost track of time.
시간 가는 줄 몰랐어.
I lost track of time. I lost track of time. I lost track of time.
I lost track of time.
Sorry, I lost track of time.
I lost track of time again. I guess I lost track of time. Sorry, I lost track of time.
Well, where were you?
What's good here?
여기 뭐가 맛있어요?
What's good here?
What's good here?
So what's good here?
So what's good here?
What's good here?
You know what's good here?
What's good here?
Everything's good here.
Speak for yourself.
그건 네 생각이지.
Speak for yourself.
Speak for yourself.
Hey, speak for yourself.
Speak for yourself.
Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself, Daddy. Speak for yourself, because I am just fine.
The sky is the limit.
한계는 없어. 가능성이 무한대야.
The sky's the limit.
Sky is the limit.
The sky is the limit.
The sky is the limit. The sky is the limit.
Use your imagination. The sky is the limit.
Get a grip.
정신줄 잡아. 정신 차려.
Get a grip.
Get a grip.
Leon, get a grip. Jesus, get a grip.
Get a grip on yourself.
Get a grip on yourself. Get a grip on yourself.
I'm humbled.
몽돌바를 모르겠어요.
I'm humbled.
I am humbled.
I'm humbled.
Thank you. I'm humbled. I'm humbled.
I'm flattered and humbled.
I'm impressed and humbled.
Bite your tongue.
말 조심해. 말 좀 참아.
Bite your tongue.
Bite your tongue.
Bite your tongue!
Bite your tongue. Bite your tongue.
Bite your tongue.
Bite your tongue. Bite your tongue.
Call it off.
취소하다. 없던 일로 하다.
Call it off.
Call it off.
Call it off, Pam. Call it off, okay?
We have to call it off.
I cannot call it off. Call it off. Call what off?
Call it off.
Call what off?
Sharing is caring.
콩 한쪽도 나눠야지.
Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring, right?
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring.
I'm all set.
준비 다 됐어. 준비 끝났어.
Okay, I'm all set.
I'm all set.
I'm all set.
Oh, I'm all set.
I'm all set, Mom. I think I'm all set.
I think I'm all set.
Pull yourself together.
정신 차려. 마음을 가다듬어.
Pull yourself together.
Pull yourself together.
Pull yourself together.
We need you to pull yourself together.
Pull yourself together. Come on, speak up.
I know you're upset, but you have to pull yourself together.
Who do you think you are?
네가 뭔데? 네가 뭐라도 돼?
Who do you think you are?
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 Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are?
I'm not up to it.
감당이 안 돼. 할 수가 없어.
I'm not up to it.
I'm not up to it.
Yeah, I'm not up to it. Well, I'm not up to it.
You saying I'm not up to it?
Yes.
Are you intimidated?
쫄았어? 겁먹었어?
Are you intimidated?
Are you intimidated?
Are you intimidated?
Are you intimidated by me?
Are you intimidated? She's intimidated by you.
I'm over the moon.
기분이 너무 좋아. 날아갈 것 같아.
I'm over the moon.
I'm over the moon.
I'm over the moon.
I'm over the moon.
I'm over the moon about it.
I have a hunch.
느낌이 와. 예감이 들어.
Yeah, I have a hunch. I have a hunch.
I have a hunch.
I have a hunch.
I have a hunch.
I mean, I have a hunch.
I have a hunch it's going to be very popular.
Birds of a feather flock together.
유유상종, 끼리끼리 논다.
Birds of a feather flock together.
Birds of a feather flock together.
Hello. Birds of a feather flock together.
Birds of a feather flock together.
Cost effective.
가성비가 좋아.
Cost effective.
Cost effective.
It'd be cost effective. It would be cost effective.
Because it's not cost effective.
It's not popular, but it's cost effective.
How long is the wait?
얼마나 기다려야 해요?
How long is the wait?
How long is the wait?
How long is the wait?
Listen, Lily, how long is the wait? How long is the wait? How long is the wait at this place?
One door closes, another opens.
하늘이 무너져도 솟아날 구멍은 있다.
One door closes, another opens.
One door closes, another one opens. One door closes, another one opens. One door closes, two others open.
When one door closes, God opens another.
I'm out of sorts.
기분이 별로야. 기분이 안 좋아.
I'm out of sorts.
I'm out of sorts.
I'm out of sorts.
I'm just out of sorts.
I'm still out of sorts. I'm a little out of sorts today.
I'm so clumsy.
너무 서툴러요. 칠칠치 못해요.
I'm so clumsy.
I'm so clumsy.
Ow, ow, ow. Ah, I'm so clumsy.
Oh, I'm so clumsy.
Oh no. Oh, I'm so clumsy.
No, not at all.
A blessing in disguise.
인생사 세옹지마. 전화위복.
Blessing in disguise.
Blessing in disguise.
Maybe this is a blessing in disguise.
Maybe this is a blessing in disguise.
Changing jobs can be a blessing in disguise.
It could turn out to be a blessing in disguise.
One for the road.
막장이야. 마지막 한 잔.
One for the road.
And one for the
Road.
One for the road.
One for the road, huh?
One for the road.
No, thanks. Can I get you one for the road?
Shake it off.
털어내. 잊어버려.
Shake it off.
Shake it off and move on.
Shake it off, it's okay.
So you have to shake it off and move on.
And I'll never shake it off.
Shake it off. It happens sometimes. Come on, you gotta shake it off.
I've been bewitched.
완전 빠졌어. 홀렸어.
I've been bewitched. I've been bewitched. You've been bewitched.
I've been bewitched by her.
You have been bewitched.
I hope he has not been bewitched.
What's the beef?
무슨 문제야? 뭐가 문제야?
What's the beef?
What's the beef?
What's the beef?
So what's the beef?
What's the beef?
Come on, what's the beef?
What's the beef here?
What's the beef this time?
I can't put my finger on it.
정확히는 알 수 없지만.
I can't put my finger on it.
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 I can't put my finger on it. I can't put my finger on it.
I'm over it.
다 잊었어. 다 극복했어.
I'm over it.
I'm over it.
I'm over it.
I'm over it.
I'm over it, seriously.
Hey, I'm over it already.
It's fine. I'm over it.
Brown nose.
알랑거리다. 아첨하다.
I have to brown nose.
I'm not trying to brown nose you.
I think he's a brown-nosing
Because I don't like brown nose. Maybe you need to brown nose her.
She's very thorough.
그녀는 매우 꼼꼼한 사람이야.
She's very thorough.
I think she's very thorough.
She's very thorough.
He's very thorough.
You're very thorough.
This is very thorough.
Thank you. Wow, very thorough.
You drive me nuts.
너 때문에 미치겠어. 짜증나.
You drive me nuts! You drive me nuts!
You're driving me nuts.
You know you drive me nuts. You know you drive me nuts.
It's driving me nuts.
She's out of my league.
그녀는 나랑 급이 달라.
She's out of my league.
She is out of my league. She is way out of my league.
She was way out of my league.
You're way out of my league.
You're completely out of my league.
Every man for himself.
각자 도생.
Every man for himself.
Every man for himself.
Every man for himself.
Every man for himself.
Every man for himself. Every man for himself, gentlemen.
Wild goose chase.
헛된 노력. 가망 없는 일.
Wild goose chase.
Wild goose chase.
That's a wild goose chase.
It's not a wild goose chase.
We're going on a wild goose chase.
Why did you send me on a wild goose chase?
Don't get me wrong.
오해하지 마.
Don't get me wrong.
Don't get me wrong.
Don't get me wrong. Seriously, don't get me wrong.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Don't get me wrong. I love the baby.
Don't get me wrong. I love my life, my friends.
I'm a little rattled.
좀 당황했어. 충격받았어.
I'm a little rattled.
I got a little rattled. You seem a little rattled.
Don't get rattled.
Everyone gets rattled sometimes.
I don't get rattled easily. I was rattled. I was shook up.
Pie in the sky.
그림의 떡. 비현실적인.
Pie in the sky.
Pie in the sky.
Pie in the sky!
Pie in the sky idea. I hope you don't have any pie in the sky planned.
I can hold my liquor.
난 술을 잘 마셔.
I can hold my liquor.
I can't hold my liquor.
I can't hold my liquor.
You can really hold your liquor.
You don't know how to hold your liquor.
You can't hold your liquor.
Try and stop me.
한번 막아보시지.
Try and stop me.
Try and stop me.
Just try and stop me.
Try and stop me.
Try and stop me.
Just try and stop me.
Fit as a fiddle.
아주 건강해. 아주 튼튼해.
Fit as a fiddle.
Fit as a fiddle.
I'm 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 just as fit as a fiddle.
That's a given.
당근이지. 당연하지.
That's a given.
That's a given.
That's a given.
That's a given.
That's a given, but
That's a given, but
You look good. That's a given.
Of course, that's a given.
Could you tell me how to get there?
거기엔 어떻게 가나요?
Could you tell me how to get there? Could you tell me how to get there?
Could you tell me how to get there?
could you tell me how to get to the medical school?
Don't hold your breath.
김칫국부터 마시지 마.
Don't hold your breath.
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 Do you work here?
여기서 일하세요? 직원이세요?
Excuse me, do you work here?
Do you work here?
Do you work here?
Do you work here?
Do you work here? Do you work here?
Do you work here?
Don't take it for granted.
당연하다고 생각하지 마.
Don't take it for granted.
Don't take it for granted.
Don't take it for granted.
Don't take this for granted.
Don't take that for granted. Don't take them for granted.
Where's the nearest hospital?
가장 가까운 병원이 어디예요?
Where's the nearest hospital?
Where's the nearest subway stop?
Where's the nearest fire station?
Where's the nearest police station?
Where's the nearest restroom?
Where's the nearest parking lot?
Where's the nearest exit?
Nothing lasts forever.
영원한 건 절대 없어.
Nothing lasts forever.
Nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever.
Nothing lasts forever.
Nothing lasts forever.
I have a reservation.
예약했어요. 예약하고 왔어요.
I have a reservation.
I have a reservation.
I have a reservation. I have a reservation.
I have a reservation. I have a reservation for 3 nights.
Fight fire with fire.
눈에는 눈, 이에는 이.
Fight fire with fire. Fight fire with fire.
We fight fire with fire.
Fight fire with fire, sir.
Fire with fire. Makes sense.
I was blown away.
정말 감동이야. 깜짝 놀랐어.
I was blown away.
I was blown away.
I was pretty blown away.
He was pretty blown away.
Because I was blown away that you left.
I am blown away, David. Great job.
Getting by.
그럭저럭 지내고 있어요.
Getting by.
Getting by.
Getting by.
We're getting by. You know, we're getting by.
I'm getting by.
I'm getting by.
I'm ashamed.
정말 부끄럽네요.
I'm ashamed.
I'm ashamed.
I'm ashamed.
I'm ashamed.
I'm ashamed.
I'm ashamed.
I'm ashamed of myself.
I'm ashamed of myself.
I'm ashamed of myself.
Can you help me?
좀 도와줄 수 있나요?
Can you help me put this together? Can you help me set the table?
Can you help me find my sunglasses?
Can you help me get something?
Can you help me figure it out?
Can you help me with this tie?
Your reputation precedes you.
당신 명성은 익히 알고 있어요.
Your reputation precedes you.
Your reputation precedes you.
Your reputation precedes you. Your reputation precedes you.
Your reputation precedes you.
Your reputation precedes you.
I commend you.
아주 칭찬해요. 정말 잘했어요.
I commend you.
I commend you.
I commend you on that.
And I commend you, son.
I commend you for your honesty.
I commend you for the enthusiasm.
On your right, left.
당신의 오른쪽, 왼쪽.
It's on your right.
On your right.
It's on your right.
It's on your right.
It's on your left.
I said on your left.
Take the door on your left.
On your right, you'll see the famous Tower of London.
Chop chop.
빨리빨리, 서둘러.
Chop chop.
Chop, chop.
Chop chop, party's starting soon.
Let's go. Chop, chop, chop.
Come on, boy, chop chop, come on.
Chop chop. Get in the cab.
Come on, chop, chop!
On your feet.
일어서, 움직여.
On your feet.
On your feet. On your feet.
On your feet. Let's go.
Come on!
on your feet. Let's go.
Come on, everybody on your feet. Clean up your mess.
네가 한 건 네가 치워.
Clean up your own mess.
Clean up your 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 own mess.
Clean up your own mess.
I have all the time in the world.
남는 게 시간이야.
I have all the time in the world.
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 I have all the time in the world for you, your family.
Before leaving,
떠나기 전, 출발하기 전.
Before leaving.
Before leaving New York,
Before leaving South India,
Before leaving, I phoned that number 3 times.
You will write this 100 times before leaving today.
I'm sure it'll turn up.
분명히 나타날 거야.
I'm sure it'll turn up.
I'm sure it'll turn up.
I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere.
I'm sure it will turn up somewhere.
I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere.
It'll turn up, I'm sure.
I go by.
나는 뭐뭐라고 불려.
I go by Chloe.
I go by Luna.
I go by Jackie.
I go by Mina now.
Actually, I go by Bobby now.
I go by a lot of different names.
I go by many names.
I got my hair cut.
머리 잘랐어.
I got my hair cut.
I got my hair cut.
I got my hair cut.
I just got my hair cut. I got my hair cut 3 times.
My TV is acting up.
TV가 고장났어. 말썽이야.
My TV is acting up.
My back's acting up.
Computer's acting up again.
My stomach started acting up again. Is your back acting up again?
I'll be there in a minute.
곧 갈게. 조금만 기다려.
I'll be there in a minute.
I'll be there in a minute.
I'll be there in a minute.
I'll be there in a second.
I'll be there in just a second.
I'll be there in 10 minutes.
I'll be there in about 20 minutes.
I'm not that kind of person.
난 그런 사람이 아니야.
I'm not that kind of person.
I'm not that kind of person.
You're not that kind of person.
He's not that kind of person. She wasn't that kind of person. I don't want to be that kind of person.
Let me do all the talking.
가만히 있어. 내가 다 말할게.
You let me do all the talking?
Let me do all the talking. Let me do all the talking.
Let me do all the talking.
And let me do all the talking.
Let me do all the talking, all right?
Mixed up.
헷갈렸어. 엉망이야.
Mixed up.
Mixed up.
I'm completely mixed up.
Mixed up about what?
Everything all mixed up.
And she got it all mixed up.
He's just mixed up too.
Out of this world.
정말 맛있어. 최고야.
Out of this world.
Out of this world.
Out of this world.
Out of this world.
Oh, I got a hamburger that's out of this world.
This entire lunch was just out of this world.
Dessert the other night was out of this world.
It's a shame.
안타까워. 유감이야.
It's a shame.
It's a shame.
It's a shame.
It's a shame that it happened.
It's a shame that he died.
Shame you didn't call first.
It's a shame about your brother.
Once you start, you never stop.
일단 시작하면 멈출 수가 없어.
Once you start, you never stop.
Once you start, you never stop.
Once you start, you can't stop.
Once you start, you can never quit.
Once you start, you just gotta keep on going.
Pay in advance.
선불이야. 선불입니다.
Pay in advance.
Pay in advance.
Pay in advance.
Pay in advance.
You have to pay in advance.
You have to pay in advance.
You guys have to pay in advance.
Reach a decision.
결론을 내리다.
I have reached a decision.
I've reached a decision.
We've reached a decision.
We have reached a decision.
Have you reached a decision?
Have we reached a decision?
As of today.
오늘부터, 오늘 이후부터.
As of today.
Yeah, as of today.
As of this morning.
As of a minute ago.
As of this meeting.
As of right now.
As of this moment.
As of an hour ago, it's gone.
Tear up.
찢다, 망가뜨리다.
Tear up this invitation.
You can tear up that offer.
I'll tear up the papers.
You could just tear up his records.
Did she tear up his picture?
My dream is to tear up your dream.
Can we just tear up the forms?
Brand new.
완전히 새로운.
Brand new.
Brand new. Brand new.
Looks brand new.
Brand new start for us.
We've got a brand new client.
This is a brand new car. Try it again.
I give you a brand new vehicle.
Get into an argument.
말다툼을 하다.
Get into an argument.
Get into an argument.
Get into an argument.
Get into an argument.
I don't want to get into an argument.
Do you really want to get into an argument?
Until one day.
그러던 어느 날.
Until one day.
Until one day.
Until one day.
Until one day. Until one day.
Until one day, all that changed.
All sales are final.
환불, 교환은 안 돼요.
All sales are final. All sales are final.
All sales are final.
All sales are final.
All sales are final. No refunds, no returns, no discounts, no buybacks. All sales are final.
A little while ago.
방금 전에, 조금 전에.
A little while ago.
A little while ago.
Just a little while ago.
He was here a little while ago. He was here a little while ago.
I got a call a little while ago.
Despite what you may think.
당신이 어떻게 생각하든.
Despite what you may think.
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 Despite what you may think, I am pleased to see you back.
Don't interrupt me.
내 말 끊지 마. 끼어들지 마.
Don't interrupt me.
Don't interrupt me no more.
Don't interrupt me.
Don't interrupt me.
Don't interrupt me when I'm talking to God.
Don't walk out on me.
날 떠나지 마. 날 버리지 마.
Don't walk out on me.
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 He walked out on me.
He walked out on me.
You can't get it back.
되돌릴 수 없어.
Can't get it back.
You can't get it back.
You can't get it back.
You can't get it back. You can't get it back.
The money is gone. You can't get it back.
I just got here.
방금 막 도착했어.
I just got here.
I just got here.
I just got here.
I just got here. It's okay, I just got here.
I just got here like 20 seconds ago.
Checkup.
건강검진.
Checkup.
Checkup.
Checkup. Just a routine checkup.
Just a routine checkup.
It's time for your annual checkup.
When did you last get a checkup?
Sign up.
신청하다, 가입하다.
Sign up.
Sign up.
Sign up.
I didn't sign up for this.
Please sign up by Wednesday.
Why you didn't sign up for my class?
Sleep it off.
잠 좀 자, 잠으로 해결해.
Sleep it off.
Sleep it off. Sleep it off.
Sleep it off. Sleep it off.
Go home and sleep it off.
Sleep it off for a few hours.
Jump into.
바로 시작하다, 즉시 시작하다.
Jump into it.
Jump into.
Jump into.
Jump into.
Jump into.
We don't have to jump into anything. We don't have to jump into anything.
You always jump at a conclusion. You always jump at a conclusion.
Text me the details.
자세한 건 문자로 보내줘.
Text me the details.
Text me the details.
Text me the details.
Can you text me the details?
Text me the address.
Text me the address.
Text me the address.
Pay in cash.
현금으로 계산하다.
Pay in cash. Pay in cash.
Pay in cash.
Pay in cash.
Pay in cash.
I'll just pay in cash. You don't have to pay in cash.
Scrape by.
간신히 살아가다.
Scrape by.
And scrape by.
Scrape by.
I'm barely scraping by.
We're barely scraping by.
It's enough to scrape by.
Lost by.
몇 점 차로 경기에서 지다.
Lost by 1.
Lost by 1 point.
Lost by 9.
Lost by 5.
Lost by 6 points.
Lost by 40 points. Lost by 45.
Lost by 6 goals.
We lost by 40.
The grass is always greener.
남의 떡이 더 커 보인다.
Grass is always greener.
Grass is always greener.
The 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 grass is always greener.
Shaking like a leaf.
사시나무처럼 떨다.
Shaking like a leaf.
Shaking like a leaf.
Shaking like a leaf. Shaking like a leaf. Shaking like a leaf.
I'm shaking like a leaf.
You were shaking like a leaf.
Turn over a new leaf.
새로운 삶을 시작하다.
Turn over a new leaf. Turn over a new leaf.
Turn over a new leaf.
Let's turn over a new leaf.
It's time to turn over a new leaf.
I'm gonna turn over a new leaf.
How do you say that?
그거 어떻게 발음해요?
How do you say that?
How do you say that?
How do you say that? How do you say that?
How do you say that in French?
How do you say that in Spanish?
How do you say that in English?
Thank you for coming in on your day off.
쉬는 날에도 와줘서 고마워요.
Thank you for coming in on your day off. Thank you for coming in on your day off.
Thank you for coming in on your day off.
Thank you for coming in on your day off.
I told you earlier.
아까 얘기했잖아.
I told you earlier.
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 I told you earlier today.
I told you earlier today.
Cut me some slack.
좀 봐줘. 너무 뭐라고 하지 마.
Cut me some slack.
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 Is it obvious?
많이 티나? 너무 뻔해?
Is it obvious?
Is it obvious?
Is it obvious? Is it obvious?
Is it obvious?
Is it obvious?
Is it obvious?
Trim the fat.
불필요한 부분을 없애다.
Trim the fat.
Trim the fat.
Trim the fat.
Okay. Trim the fat.
Trim the fat.
Let's trim the fat.
What do you mean by trim the fat?
Cleanse the palate.
미각을 리셋시키다.
Cleanse the palate.
Cleanse the palate.
Cleanse the palate. Cleanse the palate.
Cleanse the palate.
Cleanse the palate between courses.
Have a good one.
좋은 하루 보내요.
Have a good one.
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 Okay, have a good one. All right, have a good one.
Bland.
싱거워. 밋밋해.
Bland.
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 Bland?
Your food is bland.
Is the coffee too bland?
Why is it so bland?
Keep your chin up.
기운내. 용기를 가져.
Keep your chin up.
Keep your chin up. Keep your chin up. Keep your chin up.
Keep your chin up.
Keep your chin up. Keep your chin up.
Don't forget to keep your chin up, okay?
On cloud nine.
기분이 날아갈 것 같아.
On cloud nine.
On cloud nine.
On cloud nine.
I was on cloud 9. I'm on cloud 9.
You look like you're on cloud 9.
You look like you're on cloud nine.
Hit the books.
벼락치기 하다.
Hit the books.
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 Go hit the books.
Let's hit the books.
I don't feel prepared.
준비가 안 된 것 같아.
I don't feel prepared.
I don't feel prepared.
Do you feel prepared?
Do you feel prepared?
I feel prepared.
I feel I must be prepared.
Your ass is grass.
넌 이제 죽었어. 큰일 났어.
Your ass is grass, man.
Your ass is grass.
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 I'll find a way.
내가 방법을 찾아볼게.
I'll find a way.
I'll find a way.
I'll find a way.
I'll find a way.
I'll find a way. I'll find a way to power through.
I'll try to find a way.
Elephant in the room.
말하기 꺼리는 주제.
Elephant in the room.
Elephant in the room.
Elephant in the room.
The elephant in the room?
There's another elephant in the room.
I think it's time we talk about the elephant in the room.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
한 곳에 너무 집중하지 마.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
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 With a grain of salt.
적당히 걸러서 듣다.
With a grain of salt.
With a grain of salt.
With a grain of salt.
With a grain of salt. With a grain of salt.
I would take it with a grain of salt.
Take him with a grain of salt.
난 이미 곤란한 상황이야.
I'm already in hot water.
I'm already in hot water.
Charlie's in hot water. You still in hot water with your dad? You're always getting me in hot water.
여기 날씨가 나빠졌어요.
The weather has turned bad here. The weather has turned bad here.
Everything turned bad.
Good people never turn bad.
I knew that would turn bad.
Then he turned bad and I was in jail.
상황을 악화시키다.
You will only add fuel to the fire.
That would only add fuel to the fire. We can't add fuel to the fire.
No need to add fuel to the fire.
We don't need to add any fuel to that fire.
무리해서 일하다. 과로하다.
You're burning the candle at both ends.
You really are burning the candle at both ends.
I have been burning the candles at both ends.
You seem to be burning the candle at both ends.
A와 관련해서 문제가 있어?
Are you having trouble with your truck?
Are you having trouble with the machine?
Are you having trouble with your device, sir?
Are you having trouble with the directions?
Are you having trouble with the other kids? What are you having trouble with?
처음부터 다시 시작하다.
Back to the drawing board.
Back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board.
Back to the drawing board.
Okay, back to the drawing board.
Go back to the drawing board.
Go back to the drawing board.
심층 분석, 깊이 파고들다.
Deep dive.
Deep dive. Deep dive.
Deep dive.
Deep dive.
Deep dive.
Use all your resources to do a deep dive.
I have to take a deep dive into this research.
호텔에서 내려줘.
Drop me at my hotel.
Drop me at my hotel.
Drop me at the bus station.
Drop me at the bus station.
Drop me at the office.
Drop me at the mall.
Drop me at the mall.
여기서 내려줘. 여기서 내릴게.
Drop me off here.
Drop me off here.
Drop me off here, okay?
Drop me off here, please.
You can just drop me off.
You can drop me off here.
You can drop me off here.
You could drop me off here.
활기를 더하다. 재미를 더하다.
Spice up.
Spice up.
Spice up. Spice up.
Spice up.
Spice up my life.
We need to spice up our sales pitch.
How would you like to spice up your life?
넌 지금 위험한 상황이야.
You are on thin ice.
You're on thin ice.
You're on thin ice.
We're on thin ice here.
I'm on thin ice.
You are walking on thin ice, little lady.
수다를 떨다. 노가리를 까다.
Chew the fat.
Chew the fat.
Chew the fat.
I want to chew the fat.
Can I chew the fat with you a minute?
I'd love to chew the fat.
Time to chew the fat with you.
아파? 통증이 느껴져?
Do you feel pain?
Do you feel pain?
I don't feel pain.
I don't feel pain or excitement.
You don't feel pain at all?
You feel pain means you're still alive.
아파? 통증이 느껴져?
Does it hurt?
Does it hurt?
Does it hurt? Does it hurt?
Does it hurt?
Does it hurt?
Does it hurt?
Does it hurt?
Yes!
현실을 직시하다.
Face the music.
Face the music.
Face the music.
Face the music.
It's time to face the music.
It's time to face the music.
You have to face the music.
Face the music, whatever that may be.
누구에게나 일어날 수 있어.
It happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us.
It happens to the best of us.
It happens to the best of us.
It happens to the best of us.
It happens to the best of us.
전공이 뭐예요?
What's your major?
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 잘하는 게 뭐예요? 어떤 걸 잘해요?
What are you good at?
What are you good at? What are you good at?
What are you good at?
What are you good at?
What are you good at?
So what are you good at?
So tell me, what are you good at?
또 탈락했네. 또 실패했네.
Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust.
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 상황이나 흐름을 잘 이해하다.
Finger on the pulse.
Finger on the pulse.
Finger on the pulse.
I have my finger on the pulse.
You have your finger on the pulse.
You don't have your finger on the pulse.
You also have a good finger on the pulse.
계산서 좀 주세요.
Can I get the check?
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 Can I get the check, please?
Can I get the check, please?
Can I get the check here, please?
불난집에 부채질하다.
Add insult to injury.
Add insult to injury.
Add insult to injury.
Don't add insult to injury.
There's no need to add insult to injury.
Let's not add insult to injury.
나에겐 너무 소중한 사람이야.
Apple of my eye.
You're the apple of my eye.
He is the apple of my eye.
My husband, the apple of my eye.
You know you're the apple of my eye.
난 마케팅 부서에서 근무해.
I work in marketing.
I work in sales.
I work in IT.
I work in finance.
I work in human resources.
I work in accounting.
I work in administration.
I work in finance.
어색하고 불편한 상황.
Fish out of water.
Fish out of water.
Fish out of water.
I'm a fish out of water.
Oh, I'm certainly a fish out of water here.
You're a fish out of water.
You're like a fish out of water.
널 응원해. 널 지지해.
I'm rooting for you.
Well, I'm rooting for you.
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 Believe it or not, I'm rooting for you.
우리는 같은 생각을 하고 있어.
We understand each other.
We understand each other.
We understand each other.
Do we understand each other?
Do we understand each other?
I'm glad we understand each other.
과거는 과거일 뿐.
Water under the bridge.
Water under the bridge. Water under the bridge. It's not water under the bridge.
Past is just water under the bridge.
Consider it water under the bridge.
Long time ago, water under the bridge.
천천히 해. 여유를 가져.
Easy does it.
Easy does it.
Easy does it.
Easy does it, okay.
Easy does it. Easy.
Easy does it.
Easy does it one step at a time.
버리지 마. 날려버리지 마.
Don't throw away. Don't throw away. Don't throw away this opportunity. Don't throw away any chance. Don't throw away your chance.
Don't throw away your children's future.
그는 지금 여유가 없어요.
He's tied up at the moment.
He's tied up at the moment.
He's tied up right now.
I'm a bit tied up at the moment.
I'm tied up right now.
I'm tied up tonight.
어색한 분위기를 깨다.
Break the ice.
Break the ice. A good way to break the ice.
I will break the ice.
You want to break the ice?
I'm just trying to break the ice.
I'm just trying to break the ice.
We could bring cookies to break the ice.
A를 찾고 있나요?
Are you looking for somebody?
Are you looking for somebody? Are you looking for something? Are you looking for the pool?
Are you looking for a job?
Are you looking for another job? Are you looking for milk?
너를 찾았어. 널 찾아다녔어.
I looked for you.
I looked for you.
I looked for you.
I looked for you at the bar.
I looked for you at the coffee shop.
I looked for you in temple. I looked for you in church.
철저히 조사하다. 꼼꼼히 탐구하다.
Leave no stone unturned.
Leave no stone unturned.
Leave no stone unturned.
Leave no stone unturned.
We will leave no stone unturned.
We will leave no stone unturned.
완전히 똑같이 닮은 사람.
Dead ringer.
Dead ringer. She's a dead ringer for Grandma.
You're a dead ringer for my dad. I'm a dead ringer for Cameron Diaz.
Actually, he's a dead ringer for you when you were a baby.
A 좀 줘봐. A 좀 건네줘.
Hand me the phone. Hand me the phone.
Hand me your phone. Hand me $1. Can you hand me a tissue? Can you hand me that?
Give me the salt.
Hand me some questions.
Hand me that baby.
Oh.
Hand me that flashlight.
주도권은 내가 가져.
I call the shot.
I call the shot.
I call the shots.
You don't call the shots anymore.
You do not call the shots.
You control it and you call the shots?
My parents still call the shots.
Everything's easier if you get to call the shots.
가장 중요한 위치.
Front and center.
Front and center.
Front and center.
Front and center, okay?
I want you right here, front and center.
I said number 8, front and center.
왜 그를 찾는 거야?
Why are you looking for him?
Why are you looking for him?
Why are you looking for him?
Why are you looking for me?
Why are you looking for me?
Why are you looking for my husband?
Why are you looking for her?
위험을 무릅쓰다.
Go out on a limb. Go out on a limb.
I'm gonna go out on a limb.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here.
I'm just gonna go out on a limb here.
I can't go out on a limb.
I promise to go out on a limb for you.
주저없이, 즉각적으로.
At the drop of a hat.
At the drop of a hat. At the drop of a hat. At the drop of a hat.
Schedule can change at the drop of a hat.
I will do anything for you at the drop of a hat.
사람들은 당신을 존경해요.
People look up to you.
The people really look up to you.
People look up to you in this town.
All the kids look up to you.
They look up to you.
They look up to you.
I mean, they don't look up to me.
명백한, 이미 확정된.
Cut and dried.
Cut and dried.
Cut and dried?
Pretty cut and dried.
It's not cut and dried.
It's a cut and dried case.
This is a play for the White House. Cut and dried.
완전히 실패하다, 망하다.
Go down in flames.
Go down in flames.
Go down in flames.
Go down in flames?
Go down in flames.
Go down in flames with it.
You want to go down in flames?
찾아봐, 검색해봐.
Look it up.
Look it up.
Look it up.
Let me look it up.
Look it up in the dictionary.
You can look it up in the dictionary.
Why don't you look it up in the dictionary?
We're just trying to look it up right now.
Go to the library and look it up.
딱 이거네. 꼭 들어맞다.
Fit the bill.
Fit the bill.
Fit the bill.
Fit the bill?
You might fit the bill perfectly.
You don't exactly fit the bill.
So I'm happy to fit the bill.
시간에 쫓기다. 시간과 싸우다.
Race against the clock. Race against the clock.
I'm racing against the clock.
You're racing against the clock.
I was racing against the clock.
Right now we're running against the clock.
A가 안 보여. A가 실종됐어.
This button is missing.
Your son is missing. Your wife is missing.
His phone is missing.
Her SUV is missing.
Do you understand my kid is missing?
말만 하고 행동은 안 하는 사람.
All bark and no bite.
All bark and no bite.
She is all bark and no bite.
She's all bark and no bite.
He's all bark and no bite.
You're all bark and no bite.
행동 반응이 빠른 사람.
Quick on the trigger. Quick on the trigger there.
Quick on the trigger, huh?
Always quick on the trigger, huh?
Don't be so quick on the trigger.
You're quick on the trigger.
He was quick on the trigger.
Quick on the trigger.
결심을 어기다. 결심에 실패하다.
Fall off the wagon.
Fall off the wagon.
Fall off the wagon. Don't fall off the wagon now.
Did you fall off the wagon?
Did he fall off the wagon?
You'll fall off the wagon.
뭘 찾고 있어? 뭘 찾는 거야?
What are you looking for?
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 전화가 계속 울리고 있어.
Ringing off the hook.
Ringing off the hook.
Ringing off the hook all morning.
The phone's ringing off the hook.
Your boss's phone is ringing off the hook.
My phone has been ringing off the hook.
The phone is going to be ringing off the hook.
빙산의 일각일 뿐이야.
Tip of the iceberg. The tip of the iceberg. The tip of the iceberg.
Only the tip of the iceberg.
This is just the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, that's the tip of the iceberg.
We only see the tip of the iceberg.
성실하고 선량한 사람.
Salt of the earth.
Salt of the earth.
Salt of the earth.
Salt of the earth, good guy.
These are salt of the earth people.
This guy is a salt of the earth, I'm telling you.
These people are salt of the earth, good, honest people.
나 이제 갈게. 가야겠어.
I think I'm gonna go.
I think I'm gonna go.
Excuse me, I think I'm gonna go.
I think I'm gonna go for a swim.
I think I'm gonna go to yoga.
I think I'm gonna go get a drink.
금상첨화.
Icing on the cake.
Icing on the cake.
Icing on the cake.
Icing on the cake.
This is the icing on the cake.
The championship belt was the icing on the cake.
아무 이유 없이.
For no reason.
For no reason.
He pushed me for no reason.
I didn't want to upset you for no reason.
Too many people have died for no reason.
Things happen randomly for no reason at all.
받아들이기 힘든 상황.
Bitter pill to swallow. Bitter pill to swallow.
Bitter pill to swallow.
It's a bitter pill to swallow.
Tough pill to swallow.
Yesterday was a tough pill to swallow.
무척 애를 쓰다. 최선을 다하다.
Bend over backwards.
Bend over backwards. Bend over backwards.
I am willing to bend over backwards.
I don't bend over backwards.
Don't bend over backwards.
역사상 최고치. 사상 최고.
All-time high.
All-time high.
All-time high.
The stock soared to an all-time high. Grain prices are at an all-time high.
The stock market just hit an all-time high.
늘 하는 일이에요.
All in a day's work.
All in a day's work. All in a day's work.
All in a day's work.
All in a day's work.
All in a day's work.
It's all in a day's work.
It's all in a day's work.
그 말 취소할게. 그 말 다시 생각해볼게.
I take that back.
I take that back.
I take that back.
No, I take that back.
no, I take that back.
Actually, I take that back.
Actually, I take that back.
Actually, I take that back.
난 들어가지 않았어.
I didn't go in.
I didn't go in.
I didn't go in.
I didn't go in.
I didn't go in. I got.
Last time I didn't go in.
I didn't go in your room.
I didn't go in there.
지시나 규칙을 철저히, 정확히.
To the letter.
To the letter.
To the letter.
I followed your advice to the letter.
I follow every instruction to the letter.
You're gonna follow it to the letter.
그래서 어쩌라고? 그게 왜?
What of it?
What of it?
What of it?
What of it?
So what of it?
What of it? Well, what of it?
What of it?
What of it?
방금 집에서 나왔어.
I just left the house.
I just left the house.
I just left the house.
I just left the room for a few minutes.
I just left my husband.
I just left her for a few minutes.
I just left history class.
나 지금 출발해. 곧 출발해.
I'm heading out.
I'm heading out.
I'm heading out. I'm heading out. I'm late. I'm heading out. I think I'm heading out too.
I'm heading out soon, actually.
I'm heading out for a moment.
화를 참지 못하고 폭발하다.
Blow my top. Blow my top.
Sometimes I really blow my top.
I really blew my top.
I blew my top the other day.
I don't know why you insist on making me blow my top.
Don't blow your top.
기대, 희망을 무너뜨리다.
Burst your bubble.
Burst your bubble.
I hate to burst your bubble.
I hate to burst your bubble.
I don't want to burst your bubble.
I don't mean to burst your bubble. Don't burst your bubble.
차에서 나와, 차에서 내려.
Step out of the car.
Step out of the car.
Step out of the truck.
You step out of the vehicle.
Step out of the vehicle.
I should just step out of the room for a sec.
닭살 돋아, 닭살 돋았어.
I've got goosebumps. I've got goosebumps.
I just got goosebumps. I have goosebumps.
That just gave me goosebumps.
You gave me goosebumps.
I'm so nervous. I've got goosebumps.
생계를 유지하다.
Make ends meet.
To make ends meet.
It can be so difficult to make ends meet.
I have to struggle to make ends meet.
She still can't even make ends meet.
She was working 2 jobs to make ends meet.
버스를 타, 버스를 이용해.
Take the bus.
Take the bus.
Don't drive, take the bus.
I took the bus to the city.
I can't take the bus anymore.
Sometimes I take the bus.
Thanks, but I take the bus all the time.
지하철을 타, 지하철을 타고 가.
Take the subway. Take the subway.
I always take the subway.
Sometimes I take the subway.
You can take the subway.
You don't have to take the subway. I hate to take the subway by myself.
상황을 잘 파악하고 있어.
Stay on top of things.
I like to stay on top of things.
I just want to stay on top of things.
I'm trying to stay on top of things around here.
You need to stay on top of things.
You gotta stay on top of things.
결국에는, 결론적으로.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day,
We'll be back at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, we are still family.
This offer expires at the end of the day.
핸드폰 충전 좀 해주세요.
Can you charge my phone? Can you charge my phone?
I forgot to charge my phone. Do you mind if I charge my phone?
Do you mind if I charge my phone?
I have to charge my phone. I came upstairs to charge my phone.
기대에 미치지 못했어. 부족했어.
Came up short.
Came up short.
You know, I came up short.
I always came up short.
I came up short this time.
At the end of the day, we came up short.
I know I came up short the other night.
정말 고마워요.
I really appreciate it.
I really appreciate it.
I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it.
I really appreciate it.
어찌할 바를 모르겠어.
I'm at my wit's end.
I'm at my wit's end.
I am at my wit's end.
I've been at my wit's end since he disappeared.
I'm at my wit's end and I don't know what to do. I'm just kind of at my wit's end right now.
정보의 어두운, 정보의 소외된.
Out of the loop.
Out of the loop.
You're really out of the loop.
You are really out of the loop these days.
Don't fight it because you were out of the loop.
I'm afraid I'm a little out of the loop.
찾으러 가보자.
Let's go look for it.
Let's go look for it.
Let's go look for it.
I'll go look for it.
I'll just go look for it.
I gotta go look for it.
Why don't we go look for it?
Why don't you go look for it somewhere else?
너무 노안이네요.
You're like prematurely old. You're like prematurely old.
I'm a prematurely old man.
I think that you're prematurely judging me.
I may have prematurely judged you.
조립하다, 정리하다.
Put this together.
Put this together.
Put this together.
Can you help me put this together?
How did you put this together so quickly?
I'm just trying to put this together.
네 방 좀 치워, 정리해.
Tidy up your room. Tidy up your room. I'll tidy up in a moment.
I have to tidy up before my husband gets back.
I'll help you tidy up when I get back.
그걸 눈치채지 못했어.
I didn't notice that.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
I didn't notice that.
I didn't notice that.
I didn't notice that about you.
I didn't notice that at all.
I didn't notice that someone was following me.
긴장 좀 풀어, 편하게 해.
You need to loosen up.
You need to loosen up.
You need to loosen up.
You need to loosen up. You need to loosen up and have some fun.
You need to loosen up a little bit more.
Hey, loosen up.
예약하고 싶어요.
I'd like to make an appointment, please.
I'd like to make an appointment.
I'd like to make an appointment.
I'd like to make an appointment.
I'd like to make an appointment. I'd like to make an appointment now.
오늘 밤까지 도착해야 해.
We need to get there by tonight.
So we'll get there by 9 p.m.
We can get there by the end of the day.
I could probably get there by 7.
We can get there by the time they close.
내가 보기에는
It looks to me like it.
It looks to me like.
It looks to me like.
But it looks to me like.
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 It looks to me like you could get 10 times that.
It looks to me like you found it.
따뜻하게 입어, 꽁꽁 싸매.
Bundle up. Bundle up. You'll need to bundle up. Make sure you bundle up. You've got your coat. Bundle up.
Don't forget to bundle up. Bye.
And bundle up, it's phrasing.
Be sure to bundle up if you go outside.
A와 B를 구별하다.
Distinguish between right and wrong.
This
distinguish between what's right and what's wrong.
Distinguish between difficult and dangerous.
Distinguish between need and want.
Very easy to distinguish between right and wrong.
커피 심부름.
Coffee run.
Coffee run.
Coffee run.
I'm gonna do a coffee run.
We need a coffee run urgently.
Should someone do a coffee run? Newbies make the coffee run every day.
I'll go into town and do a coffee run.
결혼하다.
Tie the knot.
Tie the knot.
Tie the knot.
We decided to tie the knot.
You're sure you want to tie the knot?
Are you going to tie the knot?
This is where I'm gonna tie the knot.
나 하루 종일 한가해.
I'm free all day.
I will be free all day.
I'll be free all day tomorrow.
I'm totally free all afternoon.
We're free all evening.
You said you were free all night.
필요하면 연락해.
Hit me up if you need me.
Hit me up if you need. Hit me up anytime.
Hit me up anytime you want.
Just hit me up with the text. You have to hit me up sometime.
Make sure to hit me up on social media.
연락해. 알려줘.
Give me a buzz.
Give me a buzz.
Okay.
Give me a buzz.
Give me a buzz when you get a chance.
Any problems, just give me a buzz.
Give me a buzz back when you get a chance.
Give me a buzz back and I'll give you the details.
난 사진빨이 안 받아.
I'm not photogenic.
I'm not that photogenic.
I'm not very photogenic.
Wow, you're photogenic.
You're really photogenic.
You're really photogenic. You're so photogenic.
Thank you for watching.